welcome to the channel. I am Minister LaTasha with some quick words of encouragement for you all on today. So look, I know I ain't the only one that remember this song. So how many of you guys remember this song? My mind's playing trick on me. Dun, 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 dun. So the reason why I brought up that song is that's the title of the video for today, is my mind is playing tricks on me. And everybody knows that one of the places that the enemy attacks the most is the mind. Why? Why is that? Because an idle mind is the devil's workshop. The idle mind gives the devil plenty of room to plant seeds of doubts, confusion, and everything, to have you second guessing what God said about you and what God has promised you. Let me say that again. It gives the enemy plenty of room to plant seeds of doubt about what God has said about you and what God has promised you. Let's dive into this. So today is April the 4th, 2025. And on this exact date last year, I received one of the most devastating calls ever. And that was a call informing me that my brother had taken his life. Now, my brother was dealing with different things mentally. He was going through depression. He was being paranoid. He was hearing, different voices and things. The enemy was really attacking his mind. And I'm assuming that it was just too overwhelming for him, so he felt that the best way for him to have peace was to leave here. And the sad reality of it all is that there's so many people in the world that feel that way. That is so much going on in their mind. There's so much cloudiness here, so much confusion, there's so much doubt, it's so much frustration, it's just so much here. This right here is so much going on right here, to where they feeling like the only way to find peace is to leave here. What if I told you that was the trick of the enemy? What if I told you that whatever you think and you focus on, it magnifies? So if you keep on, if the enemy plants seeds of doubt in your mind and you water those seeds, you contemplate on those seeds, you focus on those seeds, you give those seeds power, then they begin to grow and grow and grow. And before you know it, they have magnified, and you truly start believing that seed. But I want to remind you guys of what the enemy's job description entails. See, the enemy job description entails that he steals, kills, and destroys. Meaning that he steals your joy. He steals your peace. He destroys your purpose. He destroys your destiny. He kills your health. He kills your security, your confidence. He kills your passion. That's what he sets out to do. That's his job description. And if we already know what he sets out to do, what his job description is, then we should be very strategic in battle, because it's all spiritual. This is nothing physical. The tactics of the enemy is spiritual. He attacks this because he knows once he get here, it will dwindle down, and it will affect every other area of your life. It'll affect your health. It'll affect your finances. It'll affect your emotions. It'll affect your spiritual walk. It will affect every area of your life, starting here. That's why he attacks it. So the first thing that we need to know in this battle is that we know what he sets out to do. So what should we do? Well, you got to fill your mind with godly thoughts. You got to fill your mind with his words. You got to read the Bible. You got to know how to fight back. You got to fight the enemy back with God's word. You got to use your sword. You got to have your full armor on. If God made you a promise, God cannot lie. His words will not come back to him void. We know this. This is in black and white. It is biblical. It is set in stone. This is factual. So because we know this about God, why do we get confused and frustrated and focus and water the seeds the enemy plants to contradict what God has already said about you? What God has already promised you. So God says that you will be successful. God says that he will bless you with a thing. And then the enemy comes and plant a seed and say, how you going to be successful? You shy. You don't even like to be out in public. You lack this and you don't qualify for that and this and this and this and this and etc. And instead of you trusting what God said, the one who can't lie, the one who created you, the one that loves you so much that he gave his only son for you, the one that can change the laws and the rules of the world, the one that is able to do more than we can ever imagine or think, instead of trusting him, you're going to trust the one that is known to be a liar, whose job description states that he is here only to steal, kill, and destroy? No. Don't fall weak to the devil's schemes. Remember who you are. Remember whose you are. Use the weapons God gave you. What are the weapons, LaTasha? What are the weapons, LaTasha? What are the weapons, LaTasha? Simple. It's his word. His word. The sword of truth. The mighty blow would take the enemy out. Resist the devil and he will flee. So if you resist the thoughts that he plants in your mind, he will flee. If you cast out the negative thoughts and the ungodly thoughts that he put in your mind, he will flee. Remember to stay fully armored. Remember to stay fully armored. Remember who you are. Remember whose you are. Remember how powerful this right here is. Boy, this right here is so powerful. It's so powerful. When he plants seeds of death in your mind, you attack it with speaking life over it. Because you have the power to speak to a mountain and tell it to move, and it has to obey. Remember that. Remember that. So in honor of my brother's life, I encourage everybody that's dealing with anything going on right here. If the attacks are too strong and too hard for you right here, I want to encourage you to do a couple of things. One, don't allow the enemy or anybody in your life to persuade you that going to professional help is not a good idea or is weak, because it's not. It takes real strength, real courage, and a lot of wisdom to know that you need to seek a therapist or a counselor. God works through them just like he worked through pastors, preachers, and prophets. Seek the help that you need. So I would say, yes, get professional help. Always go to God in prayer. Let God know. Be honest with God. Let God know that you're battling these thoughts and it's hard. Ask God to clear the confusion and the chaos up in your mind, to give you peace. Peace in your mind. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Ask God to take captive of every negative and every ungodly thought and put them under suggestion to him. Now you combine therapy and God together, meaning that you're getting physical help and you're getting spiritual help. That's a powerful prescription. You can't buy that over the counter at Walgreens and CVS. You can't go to your local pharmacy and get that. Those two things combined is a mighty prescription when the devil is attacking hard up here. We all go through it. Don't think you the only one. Don't think you the only one tossing and turning at nighttime, can't turn this thing off. Because if you anything like me, it seems like soon as I lay my head on the pillow, this thing start going and going and going and going and going. Overthinking and over-processing things and just all kind of stuff going on. And it's been plenty of times that I've had to sit up and cast out thoughts that I know the enemy planted. Try to make me feel like I'm insecure. Try to make me feel like I ain't worthy. Try to make me feel like I need to take myself out before time. The devil is a bold-faced liar. Because see, when you know who you are, insecurity can't live there. Can't no minion sent from the enemy come and plant no seeds in your life to make you feel like you worth than what you is. Yeah, the words may come in and they may hurt for that second, but once God reminds you of who you are, baby, that mess roll off quickly. It rolls off quickly, and you got to learn and remember how to stand in your power and in your authority. You are loved. You are not alone. You may feel lonely, but you're not alone, because God is always with you. And there's always people out there that care about you. Even when you feel like they don't. Even when you feel like it ain't nobody. I guarantee you, it's always somebody out there that cares about you. They care about your well-being. Their intentions and their heart space are genuinely pure when it comes to you. No matter how many bad seeds you came across in your life, it's some people out there that are good ones. Connect yourself with some godly people that can pray for you, that can intercede for you, that will be a listening ear to hear what you're going through and what you're battling with, and that can give you wise counsel. We all need to have a godly circle in this season. We all need to have people with strong prayer lives and that have real relationships with God in this season, because we're battling a lot, and it's all spiritual. And if you lack discernment, you're going to fall every time. Because you're going to lack to realize that it really is an attack from the enemy. So, I want to encourage you guys on today that, yes, our mind do play tricks on us. But you want to know why our mind is playing tricks on us? Because it's the enemy trying to deceive us. It's the enemy planting seeds. It's the enemy trying to confuse you. It's the enemy. It's the tricks of the enemy. That's why your mind is playing tricks on you. So now that you know who it is, what spirit is at play, cast that thing out. Rebuke that thing. Tell it to loose your mind. Call out them marine spirits and tell them they got to go. Send them back to the pits of hell where they belong. Because you are a child of the Most High God. And last time I checked, when you are a child of the Most High God, you are set free. So ask God to break those bondages from you. No longer will you be enslaved to the tricks of the enemy, to the enslavement of your mind and your thoughts. No, those chains are being broken. And you're going to live in liberty. For who the Son sets free is truly free indeed. And you will be free in Jesus. So, if you guys need somebody to talk to, you're going through things, you're overthinking things, you're thinking negatively, you're thinking toxically, all kind of thoughts going in your mind, and you know it's not God, because God is not a man that sits in the center of confusion. So if confusion is there, God ain't there. God is also the Prince of Peace. So if you ain't got no peace, God ain't there. That automatically lets you know who's at play. The enemy. But let's defeat him at his own game, because guess what? When you on the Lord's side, you already have victory. You are victor. You are the victor. So stand in your authority. Use your mouth. Use your sword and defeat the enemy when he tries to attack your mind. No longer will your mind be playing tricks on you, but you will have a sound mind, a mind of Christ. And guess what? God has a great plan and a great purpose for your life. God is going to reveal things to you like never before. God is going to bring people in your path that's going to be great to you, that's going to love you, that's going to mentor you, that's going to guide you and lead you, and bless you with tools and resources to help you get to the destination God has for you. And if the enemy is dealing with your mind off of divorces or breakups or anything, let me just say this. God is near to the brokenhearted. He is right there with you through it all. Allow God to heal those broken places. Allow him to heal those broken places. And allow God to wipe away the residue. Don't allow the enemy to get in your mind and make you think that you ain't worthy enough for love, that there's no one out there for you, that you're not qualified to marry, that you're not beautiful enough or handsome enough to marry or to be in a relationship or whatever the case may be. Because you know the enemy, he get in your mind when it comes to relationships too. He don't just play in your mind about other areas. It comes to relationships too. But I'm encouraging to let you know that God has a man and a woman for you. One that won't be confused about you. One that won't have any doubts when it comes to you. One that have already prayed and asked God to renew their mind. So that when they meet you, the enemy won't be able to put any doubts, seeds of doubts in their mind when it comes to you. Because they recognize you. They recognize your voice in the spirit. And they're going to know that you are the one for them. Uniquely and wonderfully made. Just for them. You are worthy of love. You are loved and you are lovable. You are beautiful and handsome inside out. And don't you allow devil and hell to make you feel or think anything differently. It's not the end of the world. No matter what happened, no matter how the enemy rocked the boat, no matter how he's planting these seeds in your head to make you look at it as though it's the end of the world, that it can't get no better than this. This is just the end all. It's not. It's actually the beginning. It's actually the beginning of a new start. It's actually the beginning of a new day, a new path. It's up to you to look at the blessings and the positivity in it. Or will you continue to look at what the enemy is showing you? But if you look at what the enemy is showing you, remember what his job description says. He's here to steal, kill, and destroy. But God, he's here to give you life and life more abundantly. Remember that. If you guys have any prayer requests, my email address is listed in the description box below. Even if you just want to talk, if you want to have somebody you can talk to about the things that's going on in your mind and your life, and you feeling like giving up and you feeling like throwing in the towel, and you just want to talk to somebody, you just want to connect, reach out to me. I will set apart time to talk to you and to listen. Also, if you would like to sow into this message or sow into this ministry, ways to sow are listed in the description box as well. For everybody that's been sowing into this ministry, I've been praying over your seeds, and I continue to pray over your seeds, and I pray that God continue to bless your hands and bless your finances and 1,000 times fold. Not only bless your finances or material life, but that he moves his hands in the midst of every circumstance, situation that you face. I'm believing God to do supernatural things in your lives. I'm believing him to wow y'all in this season. Do you hear what I'm saying? I want him to wow you, meaning that when he do this thing, you like, wow, I know that was God. And as I say in all of my videos, be blessed and a blessing.